Andrea and I are here to share a little bit about the town and the way things are here. And
we're going to show you around today.
We're going to show you around today, and after my stream is done, you guys can hop over to Andrea's channel, and we'll do a little walking around and give you guys a really good idea of what it's like. I apologize; it's extremely windy.
It's really windy today.
So there might be some microphone buffeting. So if you're hearing a lot of that, you know.
I'm also getting a lot of sand in my eyes, so there's probably gonna be a lot of this during the live stream.
So we apologize. But anyway, this is our little town, and we'll transition around like this. And if you look behind Andrea here, this is the symbol of the town, and it is. I'll come back a little bit so you can see it a little better. And so basically, it's a water serpent, and it was found on a belt buckle in an ancient Illyrian tomb that was nearby. So Pogradec isn't just like a fun modern town to be in, but it also has an extraordinary amount of history. It's got a beautiful beach. It's got a really nice little waterfront town.
And beautiful mountains with lots of hiking.
Beautiful mountains, lots of good hiking. And it's just a really wonderful place to be. So I'll give you a little information on the town. It's basically in the southeast part of Albania, and we're blessed because we're basically on the Greek border and the North Macedonian border. So you can see Lake Ohrid behind me, and this is Europe's oldest freshwater lake, and I believe it's deepest. Yeah, it's oldest and deepest, and almost it's like the second largest. Yeah, it's the second largest. I don't remember which the biggest was, but it's the second largest lake. It's 240 meters deep, almost 1,000 meters deep. So it's a deep one, and it holds an incredible amount of water.
And is also home to a lot of different species that are unique to this lake. I think there's 9 different species of fish that are only found in this lake, including the Quran. That's found in one other lake in Europe.
Right, the Quran trout is kind of one of the things.
Or one of the lake in the world.
Yeah, I mean there are some others, but they were transplanted from here to there. They even tried to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife like many years ago, before they kind of learned that they shouldn't bring exotic species in. Tried to raise some in the U.S. as well.
Oh yeah.
I think the last one was caught like in the 80s or something like that. They did it in like the 60s, but they weren't able to ever really establish themselves. But so yeah, the Quran trout, it's rare. I think it's either threatened or endangered. It's not in the best shape, but they are making moves to try and protect the species.
Mm-hmm. Someone was asking, just so you all know, the comments pop up and then they go away, so we're not going to be able to catch them all. But hi to everyone.
Hello.
But someone was asking, do you need a fishing license to fish here?
I imagine you do. There is no real sport fishing here. The fishing that does occur in the lake is all professional. So the guys, they have their boats. They go out in the morning and fish, and then sell the fish to the restaurants. And there's multiple species of trout, including the Quran. And then there's little trout called belushka, and those are quite tasty as well. And those are all commercially fished in the lake, but there is no. Actually, I did see a guy out here the other day with a fishing pole.
Oh yeah.
Fishing from shore.
On a private boat.
No, fishing from shore.
Oh, no kidding.
It was the first time
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd seen it.
I know that recently they've enacted some new restrictions on fishing here, because it wasn't that long ago that people would be out here fishing all day, but now it seems like only in the morning.
Yeah, they changed the regulations quite a bit. In fact, I think for a year or two there was actually no fishing allowed, or at least no fishing for Quran allowed, and it was completely cut off. But they relaxed some of that. There are breeding programs. The village of Lynn, up the lake here, which is also part of Pogradec, they have a fish farm, and there's also a fish farm in Ohrid, North Macedonia, where they're raising Quran to restock the lake. Nice. So they do try, and they're trying to repopulate a bit. So as I was saying, we're blessed that we're on the border here, with North Macedonia. Now we're getting hit by
really
acorns
windy.
now. It's really windy.
Okay, let's get out from under this tree. We're getting pelted with something falling out of this tree.
So we'll our little like park. Yeah, we're probably gonna get pelted by all these trees, but
we had no idea it was gonna be this windy when we scheduled these.
no, it's like 20 knot winds, so it's blowing. So we're on the border here with North Macedonia and Greece. So on the other side of the lake here is North Macedonia and the town of Ohrid, which is a historically significant town. Used to be called Magnetos. It's full of Greek and Byzantine ruins and Bulgarian ruins from the Bulgarian Empire. It's a gorgeous city. It's a real gem. But Pogradec is unique, and that we have Lynn, the place I mentioned where the fish farm is, and
Over there.
which is over that way, kind of beyond, like
Right there.
yeah, you're right there. You can see it. It's also part of Pogradec, and about 4, maybe 5 years ago, they found the oldest settlement in Europe. So it's a little
Under the water, which
Under
is
the
why
water.
we need a submarine drone.
She wants a submarine drone. But
It'd be so cool.
it would be cool.
Maybe we should take a vote. See how many people think we should get a submarine.
If you think we should get a submarine drone, please put it in the comments. But anyway, so they found the oldest settlement in Europe. So our little town is the oldest town in Europe in a sense, where this settlement is over 8,000 years old. Dates to I think 6200 BC. So a very, very long time ago, and it's underwater because it's a town that was built on stilts. And so the way that works is people would harvest trees and they would build these stilt houses, and then they would use thatch to create the walls and mud and so forth. And they would live there for protection because it's harder to attack a town that's out on the water. And there was another one over in North Macedonia, and they have recreated that one, so you can actually visit it and get a sense of what it looks like.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot. This is great.
So that one is not as old as the one we have here in Pogradec, but it's very much the same concept where you have a town made out of stilts, and they're, yeah.
Is it like right past the monastery?
It's between the border here and the city of Ohrid.
And if they actually recreated it on stilts?
They recreated it on stilts. It's
Oh, that's cool. I
yeah,
had no
it's
idea
really
that was
cool.
there.
I can't remember what they actually call it. I'm very well prepared for the video. But yeah, it's like kind of, they call it like a living museum.
Yeah.
And so there's the actual settlement that's there,
Oh,
and then they
that's
did a
cool.
recreation of it right
Yeah.
next to it. And if you go on Google Maps and you search between the border of Pogradec and the town of Ohrid, you'll find it on the lakeshore, and you can click on it and follow, go down the rabbit hole and look at the pictures and go to their website and everything. And it's really neat. It's these prehistoric people that lived here on the lake. So
Awesome. Sounds like a place we'll have to visit sometime. And I would like to point out, your dad thinks we should get the underwater drone.
thanks.
Thank
Dad.
you, Jack.
Yeah.
I saw that Jeff popped on, and Regina, it's good to see you all. Glad you're here.
Hey guys, it's glad to have you with us.
John Craig, no matter the vote tally, it's fading away. But I think he's saying that no matter what, I'm getting the drone.
Guess okay.
It'll be great footage.
I lose again. So that's a little, kind of the basics. The town is at about 2,400 feet above sea level, about 733 meters. So the nice thing about it is it offers a bit of a microclimate. So where the rest of Albania is kind of sweltering this time of year, it's relatively comfortable here. In fact, right now in the shade, I'm very comfortable.
Very comfortable. And
Yeah.
I think in Tirana, it's like somewhere give or take 100 degrees today.
Yeah. So and here, I think it's in the 90s, but in the
certainly
sun,
doesn't feel like
if you're
it.
in the sun, it's hot. But if you're in the shade like we are right now, it's really
It's really
comfortable.
comfortable.
You humidity is super low here. I think we looked at it the other day and it was like 19%. So it's a dry heat. What have we got here?
Everyone just says just give in, basically. Hey Patrick, glad to see you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is windy. Hopefully you all can. Hey Dan.
Hi,
Good
Dan.
to see you. It was great to meet you
Yeah, it
and
was
your
great
wife
meeting you
yesterday.
last night. Yes.
Hope you all made it home safe. Yeah, hope you all can hear us okay too. The wind just kicks up occasionally, so.
Yeah, it is. It's blowing really hard. So yeah, that's kind of the little synopsis. We've got the big mountains around us, and that, between the mountains and the lake and the elevation, it really kind of helps keep the temperature regulated. So compared to the rest of Albania, it's considerably more comfortable especially for someone like me who moved here from Maine, and even Andrea coming from Ohio. Albania can be really hot, like oppressively hot. So this is a really great spot for us.
Regina says she saw some low-flying birds keeping an eye on me. Getting ready to bomb. For those of you who don't know, I got pooped on by a bird yesterday.
Yeah, she got shat
during
on
Patrick's live stream.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for the birds.
Yeah. So Larry, let's show them, Mali, if you just turn it a little bit this way.
Yes.
So this mountain here is the one we just hiked up. In that video that we just posted on our channel, Andrea and Craig's Odyssey, we went up right up that side, that's fading out.
There we go.
Right there. I would say that is the best hike within the area for sure. That was an amazing hike because you can see both lakes. You can see Lake Ohrid and Lake Prespa, and Lake Prespa feeds into Lake Ohrid under this mountain.
Yeah, so this big lake actually gets fed by the lake on the other side of the mountain. So the water goes underneath the mountain and comes up in springs in this lake. And that's part of the reason it's once you get away from shore, it's like this just azure blue water. It's really gorgeous, just as blue as can be, almost like sapphire, crystal clear. And so if you didn't catch that video, we have a long version on our site, which is at Andrea and Craig's Odyssey, and then I have a shorter version on my page, which is the one you're watching right now. And it's us hiking that really gorgeous mountain. It's otherworldly.
It really is.
It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's breathtaking. Yeah, it kind of ruined hiking for me. It's gonna be really hard to top that one.
Yeah, it certainly will. So I don't know, maybe we'll
walk around a little bit.
Yeah, we'll walk around a little bit. I'm going to let's take another polar bear plunge. No, I'm not taking any. I do not do the polar bear plunges. That's not.
I do.
That's not my thing. I'm more of a hot tub guy. Like, comfort is important to me.
She must be referring to the video that I posted earlier today when you jumped in the lake and had quite a shock.
It was cold enough in the summer. So yeah, I'm good. All right, so. We'll walk around a little bit. I'll probably spin the camera around so you guys can kind of see the beach and see what it looks like here. And then after we finish my live stream, we'll switch over to Andrea's channel.
And we're just going to keep on walking. We just want to show you all Pogradec, show you the pedestrian walkway, the restaurants, and just show you our town.
Yeah, at least the beach part of it.
Yeah.
So so we'll do this, and then at 6 o'clock our time or noon East Coast America, we'll switch over to Andrea's channel, which is at New Life Albania. All right, so
let's take a walk.
Take a walk. Switch this
Which way you want to go? This way?
Yeah, I think so. So we got all the loungers around. Quite the beach scene here. Get Andrea in the shot there.
Somebody's waving at us. So this is really nice. In the middle of these walkways, in between the beach and the restaurants, these restaurants, here, I'm going to go on this side. The restaurants on the other side of the street have been able to set up these platforms in the median where they're able to put their bars and let people come and eat during the summer. We're not sure if this is going to be a thing next year. There is a little talk that they might not be allowed to set up out here next year, which is unfortunate because this is a really charming aspect of Pogradec. But we'll see. We'll see.
They're cracking down and trying to comply with EU standards to get into the EU, and one thing that means is you can't have structures in public places. So
fingers crossed that that'll be back next year, because I think I speak for most tourists that is a really beautiful and charming aspect to tourist season here in Pogradec.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a really cool restaurant scene, and you'll see more of these little pavilions that they set up in the park here, in between the street and the beach, and it really makes the place. It adds a bit of charm, and
Yeah,
and they
absolutely.
do a really good job with it as well. So it's really nice, and then we get other things like this beach bar, which, you know, there was just sand here, and over the course of maybe 5 days this was constructed, and then in a few weeks they'll completely deconstruct it and put it away for the season. It's really wild the way this works.
Yeah, it goes up pretty quick. Maybe over the course of a week or two, this whole area gets built up for the season.
And people are just out enjoying themselves. It's Sunday. It's a little bit quieter than it was yesterday. Yesterday was really busy.
Yesterday was really busy. They had the marathon this weekend, so there was a lot of people in town for that. So it was extra busy.
Yeah, where was the marathon? Where did it go?
The half
From Lynn to here?
marathon went from Lynn to here, and then there was a 10K from here to Tushimist.
Oh, okay. So Tushimist is one of the villages here. So we have,
That way.
yeah, it's this way. So we have Pogradec, which is the city center, and there's about 17,000 people who live here. And then there are also the surrounding villages, and you combine those, and the total population is about 46,000. And that's Lynn, which is the place we had spoke about, where they found that 8,000-year-old settlement, the oldest in Europe. And then there's like my village, Castañas, and there's Remain, there's Tushimist, there's Udenisht and Memelisht, and
They all rhyme.
they all rhyme. And so yeah, 46,000 people for the entire area, and then 17,000 people for the city proper. So it's, yeah, it's a small city, or big town, however you want to look at it.
Sure.
I would say big town, but small city.
I would agree with that.
And it's, you know, if you watched my video on moving here, then, you know, I kind of showed you like this, you know, there's multiple supermarkets, and then there's a bazaar, and there's all sorts of places to purchase almost everything you need. If you need a specialty item, you might need to travel away and go to either
Yeah.
Korcha, which is nearby, or even to the capital, Tirana, to get really specific things. But there's
Or order it online.
or order it online, yeah, which you can do here. But there is, most things are available.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what have I had to get that was not available here. I don't know.
I don't know. There's certain specialty food items that are harder to find.
Yeah,
Most of my cooking is from scratch. You're just not going to find a lot of pre-made anything.
yeah. If any of you that are watching this are people who live here, and you know, and you found sriracha,
Have you seen any sriracha?
we would love to know where you found your sriracha. Otherwise, we'll have to
Rice paper is another thing I'm in the market for.
rice paper and maple syrup. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're not.
Seems like there's almost every recipe that I come across that I want to make, there's at least one ingredient that I find and I'm like, ooh, I don't know where I can get that.
Here's some more of those pavilions that they set up.
Oh, this is nice here.
And then we got
Walking too fast.
our beach scene. No, I don't think so. I think we're walking
Slow
okay.
down.
So this is kind of the summer beach scene, and it's Sunday afternoon, and it's really windy, so it's not as busy as it normally is, but it's pretty happening place.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in the winter, everything gets real quiet. All
Very
the
quiet.
sunbeds disappear.
Yeah.
And there's nothing out here but the boats that you see out
boats.
there, and that's what the professional fishermen use to go out there and catch trout and carp and some of the other lake fish that you find here in the local restaurants and markets.
Yeah, and in the winter it is really peaceful. We were a little concerned, I know myself, and I remember Patrick and April being concerned as well about like if we weren't going to have access to restaurants or good shopping in the winter, but that wasn't really a problem. A lot of things do close down. There are less options, but we didn't have problems.
Yeah, there are some towns in Albania, like our friend Dan, who we met last night, where in the winter, like it almost becomes a ghost town, and they have to go to the next city over to get certain things. But Pogradec's, like I said, 17,000 people in the city proper. Here's some more of the.
So this is all going to go away.
This will all go away in
about a month
in
or
about
two?
a month. It'll all be gone.
About a month and a half or so, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly when they take it down.
But yeah, some towns like where Dan lives, it'll completely shut down.
Yeah.
And it's like really there's only population there in the summer, whereas Pogradec has a population year round, and in the summer it just gets a little bit inflated with tourism. And our beautiful beach and our beautiful freshwater lake and our beautiful mountain and our beautiful cabanas that the restaurants set up.
Yeah.
So it's a really nice atmosphere. Both Andrea and I really enjoy living here.
Yeah, I absolutely love it here.
It's been just a wonderful place to live and explore. And if you just joined us recently, like at the beginning, I was explaining that we're literally right on the border of Greece and North Macedonia. So
yeah,
about 20 minutes from each of those borders. So we're very international.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, the proximity to other countries and the rest of Europe and the Mediterranean it's such a great location. And I really love that we found this place, and I am so glad we moved here.
Yeah, I am too. And it's been magical. So yeah, the other day we hiked the mountain over there, and we had to cross the border. So if for an afternoon we did some international travel.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I went to work later that day.
You did.
It was a Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Friday.
So I did a little international travel before work. Still made it to work on time.
Well, guys,
Is it time to switch?
It's getting close. So
what time is it?
We got. I think we're like 8 till or so.
Okay.
So let's make our way into the shade over here,
All right.
and we'll kind of wrap up. I don't know how many people are still watching us.
I think there's a number right there, 16.
All right, we got
All right.
16.
All right, so at 6 o'clock, we're going to continue the live stream on my channel, New Life Albania. And we're going to continue walking. We're going to show you more of the beach, more of the pedestrian walkway, more of the restaurants, and we'll just keep talking.
We'll just keep talking. Yeah, so join us on New Life Albania. And I think we'll wrap it up here. It's been fun. Thank you so much for joining us on my channel. And I really appreciate your viewership and your support and everything. And if you have any questions, you can always drop me a line on Facebook, or I think my email is on my YouTube channel as well. So if you have any questions about anything, if you're interested in visiting or moving to Pogradec for that matter, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to give free advice, not necessarily accurate, but I do my best. So this is Craig and Andrea. We're gonna sign off now, and you can.
We'll see you all in a few minutes.
See you all in a few minutes on Andrea's channel. Mira Popstrom.
Mira Popstrom.
Oh, you always turn this off. I have no idea how to turn this thing off.
I think we.
Is it just the X button?
Yes.
There we go.